Hey, what's up guys and welcome back. First of all, if you like to support me and the channel, my PayPal will be in the description. So yeah, thank you guys very much. Now I'm back with part 2 of What If Naruto was the Ghost Rider, guys. Remember to get this one too. 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also don't forget to go ahead and check out the other what ifs over in the other channels. Yes, I indeed have 3 more channels which I post what if on every single day for you guys to enjoy. Anime King 2, Anime King 3, and Anime Symbol. I'll be leaving the links in the description, so if you have your movie or series ideas, just go ahead and jot them down over there or on this video as well. So without further ado or wasting any more time, let's begin this now, guys. So, to do a bit of recap for the last part, Naruto believed there was no justice in the world, that there was no vengeance, that no one was facing the consequences of their action after the villagers chased him out once again. Naruto found himself visited by a strange vengeance spirit that offered him the chance to fix these wrongs. When Naruto woke up the next morning, he was dry, despite the rain pouring all night long last night. Now that was rather strange. With that said and done, Naruto made his way. Returning back to his apartment, he felt different, unusual. Naruto came across a girl being attacked. As the attacker started to fight him back, when Naruto felt something inside of him, a burning sensation as he transformed for the first time. Shock. The man was terrified as Naruto allowed him to see the wrongs that he's done. His mind was unable to handle the stress. Naruto himself, shocked by his own strength abilities, he was unprepared for what he was able to do. He saw the girl again as she was grateful to him. She told him that she wouldn't tell a soul about what he did because it seemed like he didn't want to tell anyone. Naruto learned about his status, that he was a Jinchuriki of the 9 Tails. As he learned a lot of things, because within the depths of his mindscape, he also saw his parents. The fox was overwhelmed by the chakra. Well, it wasn't really chakra of flames anymore, more like something supernatural. Naruto got to talk to his parents as he was angry, vengeful at the villagers. But he spoke to his parents and they gave him a sense of calm, allowing him to think things through and not just go berserk with rage. Know that he has this strange, insane power. Naruto's physical strength and speed started to grow in his natural state as well, as he was completely becoming one with the spirit of vengeance. It shows during his training. Naruto became well known within the Red Light District. The Hokage and his envoys tried to find who was behind this because Naruto was dropping bodies like flies. And you had some rather dark members within Konoha that did not like that. However, the people stand up for him. They call him the Spirit of Vengeance. The Flaming One, there was a lot of name. Naruto was fond of the Spirit of Vengeance. The people actually cheered for him, telling the envoys to leave because they never cared about the Red Light District before, but now that they were being protected, now they wanted to come. So they ran them away with their words. Naruto was caught. However, his strength and speed, reaction time, was insane. Such was his durability as well and his regenerative ability. The people came to his aid as he made his way off, surprised by how much they were fond of him. With that said and done, Naruto found himself placed on Team 7. He got into a whole debacle with Mizuki. The Hokage believed that that was the first day Naruto learned about the Nine Tails. Naruto was much more mature than he thought, the way he handled it, but he was wrong. With that said and done, Naruto was placed on Team 7. Their first dangerous mission towards the Land of Wave. Sakura saw it. When they were face to face with Zabuza Momochi, the spirit of vengeance wanted to come out, but Naruto had to force it back. A lot of willpower, but it did change his face. Sakura came to speak with him. She knew that it was him, but she wouldn't tell anyone. She told him the story of her mother's best friend, someone that she called an aunt, but it wasn't really blood related, who was hurt severely within the red light district. She never knew that it was him, but what he was doing was grateful. He was saving and helping a lot of people. Naruto was surprised how insightful she was. They hadn't spoken that much, but this caught him off guard. So yeah guys, basically let's pull it off. You guys can switch across the play, check it out for yourself so to begin this new episode. Everyone was sitting at the dinner table. Iniri, child of Tsunami, who was the daughter of Tazuna, had enough. Since they arrived here, they've been acting so cheery. He lost it on them. He cursed at them, cursed in their very existence. None of them understand his pain. They pretend like everything was alright, like everything was good, like they weren't here suffering, while they hail from a powerful village. I bet none of you ever went to sleep afraid, he said. Unaware how wrong he was, how terribly wrong he was. His mother and grandfather tried to quiet him, but he wouldn't. That was until Naruto got up. Iniri was a bit afraid, because out of the others, Sakura that casually speak, Kakashi that was calm, Sasuke that was brooding, Naruto was different. He looked at people as if he was judging their very existence. He was calm, yet he was also mysterious. Naruto stepped towards the child. Kakashi watched him very carefully as Naruto knelt, so that they would be on the same level. It is alright to feel pain, Naruto said. I know. The world might seem unfair. It might seem like there is no hope. But I promise you, there is. And we are here for a reason. Fate has brought us here to make sure that the destiny that this place was supposed to be set in will change. So I guess that means we will defy fate itself as well. All I ask from you is to believe us, said Naruto. Iniri was speechless. There was just something that he could not understand with this one. The feeling that he got from him, his words, it made Iniri felt like he was safe, like he was protected. And I promise you, Gato will not harm you or your family, said Naruto. Naruto rose, leaving Iniri speechless, but not just him. He was leaving. Kakashi questioned him, but Naruto told him that he was going to get some fresh air. Sakura watched Naruto very carefully. Since arriving to this place, learning about Gato, Zabuza Momochi, due to him wanting to keep his secret, Naruto has been struggling. His very being wanted to transform, to make them relive their sins, to make them suffer for their chaos. He could barely keep himself in check. That is why Sakura saw him, and truth by her words, she hasn't told a single soul. Naruto went outside to calm himself, because he wanted to hunt Gato down right here and take him out. However, Kakashi would be aware. He found himself struggling due to him wanting to hide who he really was. He even said it to Sakura. However, her words, making him believe that he would be accepted despite the situation. Naruto was still on the fence about that. Naruto ventured deep out as he found himself resting against a tree. Time passed. The moment the person arrived, Naruto was awakened, but he kept his eyes shut A hand was placed on his shoulder, jostling him awake. Haku smiled down towards him. Hello there. You might catch a cold if you sleep out here. Naruto got up. Thank you, but I'll be fine, he said. Oh, Haku smiled back, introducing himself as such, as they held each other's hand, shaking one another's hand. Haku tried to pull back, but Naruto did not. Oh, what are you doing? Haku said. You're him, Naruto said. Zabuza apprentice. Immediately Haku seized up, shocked to how he knew. I see, Haku said. He lowered his gaze. I rather not, but to protect my master, to keep his dream and will, I will do it. Naruto released him as Haku jumped away, throwing several senbons. Naruto stepped by them like they were nothing. Haku was confused. Is he really this fast? Pulling more senbons out of his sleeve, he launched them towards Naruto. Naruto dodged them pretty easily. Haku started to run around him, trying to confuse him with his speed. There is no escaping what I am, said Naruto. Give up. For my master, I will not. Haku said, inches away from Naruto as he slammed both his hands in Naruto's chest. Naruto looked down. Is that it? Haku was stunned. How are you? Naruto slapped him away, launching him into the tree. I told you. As Naruto stepped, it started with the right side of his face, his flesh burning off. There is no running away from what I am, he said. Haku was terrified, speechless, as he gazed up towards the monstrosity. Naruto stepped and picked him up by his throat. Your soul is tainted. But, Naruto said, feeling a different sensation from this one. Let me judge you. Look into my eyes, said Naruto. Haku immediately froze up. And spill your soul's secrets to me. Naruto was able to see, understand the person in front of him. Haku was motionless. By the time Naruto was finished, Haku collapsed, unable to move. The penance stare affected him greatly, but Naruto did not kill Haku. No, he did not. As Naruto gazed down towards him, innocent, Naruto said, seeing his actions, understanding them. A child who never chose. A heart only to follow. You were never evil. You're broken from love. Naruto said, picking him up and placing him on his feet. Naruto's skin slowly started to return as he took a breath. What are you? Haku said, still trembling. Someone that has a job to do. But you're not on my list. But your master might be. I have kept who I am a secret. I have kept my identity guarded about what I can do. However, so much is going on. I've realized that I need to step up more. I need to make a greater impression. Naruto said, looking at Haku, who was still trembling. You have a choice. Continue your ways. And if you dive into darkness, I will come for you, said Naruto. And as I said, there is no escaping what I am. Naruto walked away, leaving Haku. It took Haku a moment before he regained feeling back in his legs. Haku was trying to convince Zabuza that they had to leave, but Zabuza would not hear it. Please, listen to me. Zabuza was surprised. Haku was loyal without a fault, never questioning orders, so this surprised him gravely. However, Zabuza would not hear it. However, Haku's loyalty, despite the fear that he felt, he was hesitant. But he wanted to be there by his master's side. He told him everything. But Zabuza, who had not witnessed what Naruto was, simply said, "We'll just have to kill this monster then." "I don't think there is any killing that thing," Haku whispered. When the day finally arrived, Naruto was meditating. The other two members were enough to accompany Kakashi. As Naruto remained, there was a chance that thugs would come here. The enemies would come after the family, finding a way around. This was an island after all. Iniri was watching Naruto. He eventually made his way off until two guys arrived. They went after Tsunami. Yes, they went after her. Iniri saw his mother in danger. There was no hesitation. The blade that was brought down was grabbed. The ninja gazed upwards and saw a chain wrapped around it. What the hell? Naruto yanked the blade away, holding on to the flaming chain in his hand. "Guilty," he said as he threw the chain outwards. It grabbed the man as Naruto yanked. It erased him. The flames burned his essence completely away. The other one placed his blade at Tsunami's throat. He was trembling. Stay the hell away from me," he said, using her as a tool to get the hell out of here as he started slowly back away. "Guilty," Naruto said as he transformed. The man dropped his blade out of pure fear. He dropped to his knees, pleading for his life as Naruto stepped towards him. "The guilty, such as yourself, does not deserve chances." Iniri looked away, but when he turned back around, the guy was gone. Only the flaming skull guy. He was terrified until Naruto returned back to normal. It's you," Iniri said, with his eyes closed when his mother was knocked out, and running towards the two of them, he did not see Naruto transform. Naruto stepped towards him, giving him his mother. "Stay here," he said. "I will make sure that this is over once and for all." Iniri had teary eyes, finally believing that something was actually going to be done. The closer Naruto got to the bridge, the more he felt that burning desire. When he arrived, Sakura saw him. "You're here," she said. "Sasuke is there alone, you have to help him." Naruto nodded. "Wait," she said. Are you going to..." Naruto looked over his shoulder. "Perhaps you're right," he said, as he proceeded to transform. Tazuna was scared shitless, stepping away. "It's alright," Sakura said. "He's one of the good guys." With a fist, Naruto broke through Haku's mirror like it was nothing. Sasuke turned Sharingan eyes, trying to understand this being in front of him. "What the hell?" "I warned you," said Naruto. Haku swallowed thickly, hesitating as Naruto raised his hand. The chain that he was carrying was not physically there in his hand, but it started to materialize out of pure flame, before the flames solidify, turning into lengths. Naruto then started spin the chain. It spun so fast, the force started to rip the mirrors apart. Haku jumped out and backed away, terrified. Naruto stepped into the mist. A bursting sensation. It wept off of him, immediately clearing the sky. The fight between Zabuza and Kakashi came to a stop as Haku was backing away, terrified of Naruto. Kakashi turned and he was shocked. It's him. He analyzed the clothing. Naruto? Even Sasuke, who stood behind him, was gravely confused. But he did hear rumors back in the village about the guy with the flaming skull. As Sakura approached, she seemed rather calm. "Zabuza Momochi, I have come here for you." So he's the one you're afraid of, Haku, Zabuza said. Haku was terrified. Fine, I'll end him myself. Zabuza swung his blade only for Naruto to catch it in his hand. It scarred his arm, but yet, every single amount of force that Zabuza swung with was cancelled out. How is it? Zabuza was gravely confused. As I said, I'm here for you. Naruto snapped the blade in two and uppercut the man. Zabuza staggered backwards. Naruto jumped and smacked him straight across the bridge. With each step Naruto took, as Zabuza rose bleeding from his mouth, his nose as well, he started to feel it, the sensation of fear. As Naruto approached, he got to his feet. Throwing his chain out, Naruto grabbed his feet and yanked him. Naruto then backhanded him into the railing. He then grabbed him by his neck as he forced him to look into his eyes. Haku tried to intervene, stopping Naruto despite his fear. However, Naruto slammed pure fire in his chest, launching him towards the other railing. He stopped there unmoving. Zabuza saw Haku crash hard as Naruto forced him to look into his eyes. While within this state, Naruto wasn't only reading your thoughts or reading your first emotions. He was understanding you on a much deeper level. And the judgment, yes, the judgment will be up to him. Zabuza was unable to think, unable to process any thoughts, unable to even react, unable to move. Everything about him seemed to stop function. Within that moment, he just stopped. Yes, he simply stopped as Naruto willed him to completely understand him, gazing beyond his soul, gazing beyond his eyes, learning everything about him. The more time passed, the more we got to understand and learn that Naruto was fusing with a spirit that was coursing through him. That is why guilty, but redeemable. You kill to survive. You murder to change your world. But in your final moments, you cry for a child. At first, Naruto believed that Zabuza did not care, but seeing Haku harm affected him so much, not on the outside, but on the inside so gravely. And that pain showed that he was redeemable. There was a lot in this world that could not be redeemed. Like those men that he killed earlier. Their action was clear what they were there to do. He could feel the darkness of their soul. But where there is dark in this one, there is also light. Naruto saw the fail, assassination. Naruto saw the shame after he failed. All he wanted was to help his people. At first, he took Haku on as his tool, but slowly, his connection to him turned into love. He saw him as his own. He saw him as someone that he was going to die for if the situation warranted. He never showed these feelings outside, but Naruto go far beyond the outside. Zabuza should have listened. He told himself he should have listened to Haku's words. Naruto rose upwards, desiring not to kill either of them. At first look, if it was only the outside, Naruto would have killed him and Haku, but he was also human that understand emotions, who've been through enough pain to understand what evil and darkness look like. And then it came. Got to when all of his men, confused by the flaming head guy, but seeing Zabuza on the ground unresponsive. You on the other hand, damnation for your soul. Unredeemable, said Naruto. What the hell are you? Gato said, starting to become afraid. I am the one that is going to judge you. All of you. Kill him. Kill him now! He shouted as they attacked. Several of them ran forward. Kakashi moved in, but Naruto raised a hand stopping him. Sword, weapons, slammed into Naruto and hit him. But he laughed. Pointless, he said. Their weapons started to melt. They backed away, terrified. There is no escaping me, he said. All of you shall perish. He slammed his hand on the bridge. Hell flames wave across the bridge, incinerating them all except for Gato. Gato looked behind him, unable to escape. He was trembling. I'll pay you. I'll give you whatever you want. He begged. I do want something. To burn your very soul. Now look into my eyes. Feel the pain. Feel the suffering of all the people that you've hurt. Everything came back. Gato screamed. By the time Naruto was done with him, his eyes were black. There was nothing left inside, just an empty shell. Naruto turned. Slowly the flames dissipated. His skin returned as Zabuza was crawling over to Haku. Haku wasn't dead, just unconscious and burned. Naruto. He didn't use hellfire on Haku. That was just regular flames. Kakashi Hatake looked at Naruto. Naruto did the same without a word. The both of them knew what was next. Time skip. Zabuza and Haku had fled, afraid of the Flaming Skull Man. Naruto spoke to Kakashi. When he came back outside, Sakura was there. What did you want to speak about? Isn't it obvious, Naruto said. I know, but is everything going to be okay? He's obligated to tell the Hokage what happened on the mission. Not to mention how long they've been searching for me. I think things are going to be a bit different with Team 7. At least for some time. All you've done is get rid of bad people, she said. That is the exact purpose of ninjas. So I don't see what's wrong with that. They're not going to see it the same way. Due to me keeping it a secret, Naruto said. But it's not like they're going to do anything bad to you or imprison you, are they? She questioned. I don't know. And if they do, she said, looking at him. I can't be captivated for too long. Oh, what do you mean? She said. You think that what I'm doing is simply a power that I have, but it's not. There's something inside of me, something powerful. Over time, I'm gaining more control, but it is still beyond my control when it truly wants to emerge. But as a human, I can truly understand the difference. To judge one's soul. Someone like Zabuza Momochi. To others, he might be a monster, but on the inside, there is change. There is noticeable regret. I believe that my action on him will bring great change, said Naruto. He was right. Zabuza nursed Haku back to health and decided to go back to understand what was going on within his home village at the moment. He heard rumors about the rebellion group still fighting. Perhaps it is time that he returned. The mental link that Naruto placed on him was enough to steer him into a path of righteousness, a path of seeking redemption for his actions. Even his tone towards Haku was softer, after he awoke, showing there was a difference there. Sasuke was curious, but he wasn't someone that would question a lot. But he did overhear the two talking. So he decided to confront Naruto when he was alone. He stopped in front of him. "What are you?" Sasuke said, demanding to know what exactly was going on. "A spirit of vengeance," Naruto said, as he walked away. The Uchiha was gravely confused. Naruto left the land of Wave as a hero. When they returned back to Konoha, as the mission report was being given, Naruto decided to stop wasting time as he transformed. Right there in the office. He transformed right there. Upon doing that, the Anvus immediately surrounded him. The other two were dismissed. They were told nothing because the situation was so hectic. However, Sakura told everyone within the red light district so they would show their support to Naruto. She went and spilled the rumor. She told them who was their savior, who has been helping them, who has been keeping them safe at night. The people were stunned. The boy that was wrongly unjust for something that was never his fault. There was no one within the red light district that truly despised Naruto. It was those in the upper echelons of the village. Well, you had some in the red light district that just stay away, but hate and staying away from him were two different things. Because those in the red light district already had hectic life to worry about, and he was making it safe, so even those that perhaps despise him start to see changes. Meanwhile, how long, Hiruzen said, demanding to know how long Naruto has known about this and kept it a secret. "It wasn't that long ago," said Naruto. "I was never born with this. I was gifted." "By who?" Hiruzen wanted to know, as the both of them sat in the interrogation room. Naruto has heard the rumors, he knew everything as well, and he's been keeping this to himself. His actions would make him seem like a traitor of the village. After all, while Naruto did hurt bad people, on the upper list, Naruto has just been killing a lot of people since his action. Over 50 plus has been killed, and not just those in the red light district alone. Hiruzen knew that some of them had criminal history, but they've been keeping up their activities, but they've been also doing things that were, well, bad. For example, a wife. Her husband was killed by the vengeance spirit, yet she did not curse, she did not show any hate or anger towards it. In fact, she was happy. Even her son was happy because his father was a monster who beat his wife and children repeatedly. However, she was too afraid, too scared to ever truly say anything about it. Thus, he went unpunished until Naruto stopped him. So Hiruzen knew that there was a lot to unpack there, but there were still many people in the village that wanted to go by the rules. And now that this was confirmed, they would call for Naruto's head as punishment, especially those that did not like him already, because he contained the 9 tails. They would try to spin this and saying that it was a beast, further wreaking vengeance on them. As Naruto sat there, Hiruzen wanted to know everything. He understood that Naruto had a troubled past with the villagers. "You think I would harm the innocent people," said Naruto, his tone becoming stern as he looked at the Hokage. "You think I don't want to judge them," said Naruto. "You think I don't want to burn all of them." Hiruzen started to see the anger. "But I do not. I want to hurt them. I want to make them suffer, especially those that treated me like I was nothing. Those that treated me like I was a monster. They hated me, they spat on me. They called me a demon. But that's pain. Not born of fear, not evil. And I have the sense to understand. I should not burn fear. I only go after the wicked, the cruel, those that cause judgment. So don't you sit here and think you can judge me for my actions when I'm the only one actually doing the right for the village. A village that I should not give a damn about. Naruto said, losing his cool. The Hokage was starting to irritate him. Naruto coming out was something hard for him, showing the people, protecting a village that never truly liked him, that never gave a damn if he survived. Naruto even went to the more dignitary part of the village and helped so many, getting rid of the trash, the monsters, the atrocity that the village allowed to roam around because it was law. All of these people show no redeemable quality. Say for example Zabuza, who was able to realize he was fighting for something more than himself just now. But the others, a man that enjoyed abusing his family because it made him feel powerful. A woman that enjoyed hurting her son because her former husband did not stay with her as he promised. Now that child is with his, father and the other members of his family, happy. No longer plagued by the constant verbal abusing. His mother putting out her cigarette on his skin. And yet, there has been reports, but she was his mother. There were certain laws and certain ways to get around actions, and the child was too afraid to confirm any of this, saying that he hurt himself playing this and that. Hiruzen decided to remind Naruto that he was still his leader, that he was still the Hokage. Naruto was about to say something when they were interrupted by there was a large group of support. A very, very, very large group. Hiruzen made his way to see. There was so many people gathered. They knew. Yes, they all knew. They were here to support him. Naruto Uzumaki, the one that has been helping them, the one that has been saving them. Sakura watched as Sasuke appeared behind her. He tapped her on the shoulder as she turned to see him. Sasuke-kun, she said with a smile. You did this, didn't you? What are you talking about? She said. I know it was you. When you saw his face, you weren't surprised. Even I was. But you already know who he was and what he was doing. And you don't have a problem with that. Even if I did, why would I? He's simply stopping the bad people, she said. Sasuke looked at her. So you told everyone? I simply spread the rumor. You know, things get around fast in Konoha. And I was right. They love him, she said, looking towards the people. There is no way that they can imprison Naruto for what he did now. They demanded for him to be released. Even the woman was here. Her husband had been taken by that thing, but the husband that enjoyed beating the crap out of her and her child, even the young boy that had his mother taken away, was here as well. There was so much of them gathered. They were here because this person was actually bringing changes. The Uchiha clan was a big part of the village. Their police force had done a lot, but the Uchiha clan was no longer here, and since their fall, there has been a lot of unwanted crimes and a lot of very dangerous criminals doing as they please in Konoha, and no one seemed to be doing a damn about it. So the people were finally making their voice heard. All of them combined, rallying behind one. More important members started to gather, members of the Council of Konoha, to discuss the situation. There were some important people that were killed by the mass vigilante. You see, there were some shopkeepers, some business owners who had their business in Konoha. Their sons, their friends has been taken down by this person. Konoha was being pressured. The Land of Fire daimyo knew about this. There was also the Hokage who was being pressured as well, as Naruto's actions did not just end in Konoha. How was he able to get in and out of the village without being noticed was something that confused a lot of the more, well, higher ups. Sightings have been seen in the Land of Fire. Now it all made sense. In the month and a half since becoming a genin, the actions of Naruto has been turned up to extreme levels. Hiruzen was pressured by the daimyo to find who was behind this, as there has been several people that has been put down. People that might seem good on the surface because they have the money to cover it all up. Sakura believed that she was helping Naruto, but now that this was out, now that they knew who he was, they were going to come for him. She did it because she wanted to help him and save him, but now things were just gonna get a whole lot worse. And as Hiruzen stood there, he could tell. He was right. Word spread almost instantly. And there was a lot of people coming to Konoha. A lot of people with investments, business. Even the daimyo was coming to the village as well, as Naruto was within the interrogation room. He could tell where all of the ninjas were, guarding and watching over him. As he sat there, his eyes closed, Naruto realized that being bound here was something that simply cannot allow to happen to him. It cannot be allowed to happen, meaning he will not allow himself to be imprisoned by Konoha. There was still so many out there to do. There was so many guilty to punish, as his eyes start to glow with the flames. But guys, in the end episode right here, if you want to see next part of this, you already know what to do. Comment down below and tell me that you want part 3 and I'll be posting it as soon as possible. And don't forget to get this one to 100 likes as usual. But I'm out for now, see you guys soon. Peace.